Hello everyone, this is Nathaniel. It's currently December 4th, 2016, of course. It's nearly midnight now, well past 11. I just got finished recording my analysis of the Jim Rauch police interview. I've spent the better part of the last 2 days of the weekend recording it. Somebody asked for it, and I had listened to it before. I love it. I had never taken the time to analyze it properly. I want to say in the analysis video, which I'm going to start posting next week, well, this week, like tomorrow, Monday, in the analysis of Jim Rauch, I am quite mean with him. Make no mistake, he's a child abuser, okay? And there's no way this is the first time that at 59 he woke up and say, I'm going to abuse a kid. But the guy pissed me off. I despise him. He's arrogant, he's smug, he's condescending. Another one who acts like it's no big deal, like, oh yeah, I wasn't gonna hurt that kid. And at one point he says, I knew it was a setup. I knew it was a setup. Okay, if you knew it was a setup, why did you come, But, he can't, I think he can't process that he got arrested, he's in trouble now, and not a small crime. Then he says a couple of things, but the guy's so dumb. At one point, he's going to confess that, I was coming here for her, possibly sexually too. Like, what the fuck, bro? She's 13 years old. He just confessed. You think he's so clever. You think he's a big shot in the Department of Criminology in the University of Cincinnati. Actually, no, Cincinnati is in Ohio, but some university somewhere. I don't remember. I just got finished recording it. I don't remember. I thought he said Cincinnati. Yeah, he said Cincinnati. Yeah, he's the head of the criminal department at Cincinnati. I don't want to spoil my analysis. I think it's pretty good. But at one point, he does say, so have you taken a master's degrees program at the University of Cincinnati? And the cop is pretending to be interested. No. Dude, she's not even in Ohio, okay? Why would she go to another state to do an online master's? And then I remember he said it cost $2,000 for a credit, and there's 15 credits. So I'm whoa, $30K for a master's? Whoa, maybe because I'm in Canada, but it doesn't cost that much to get a master's. But anyway, I don't want to spoil it, as I said, but I'm going to say this. This is my introduction to the topic. In the analysis, I am quite mean with Mr. Rauch, okay? I would even say that I am very mean towards him. I say stuff about him exclusively. I call him plenty of names. He disgusts me, okay? I'm going to show one passage. I remember, I don't want to spoil it. Look at that. Oh my god. And it's not just the weight, it's the mustache, it's the scar here, it's the hair. And he sleeps, and oh my god, he looks like he's waiting for the dentist, Look at that, man. And when he's sleeping, that part really pissed me off. I don't want to spoil it for you, as I said, but oh my god, man.
2 years old.
So I'm quite mean towards him, and I just wanted to say, now that I'm done with it, and it took a while, somehow I started the video, as I said, very mean. Now that it's done, for some reason, I don't hate him as much, okay? It's so damn pathetic. Now, when you listen to the interview casually, it sounds like he's smug and condescending and arrogant, and he acts like, oh no, there's nothing on my computer, and he has his shitty jokes, he makes plenty of them, so you have a Chevrolet 2000, I don't know what. How much will you give me for it? And I remember the joke that I made. I said, $0, we're just going to take it, Don't have to pay you anything, fucker. But I'm telling you, I'm not feeling bad that I was mean towards him. But now that it's done, I can tell you that I've evolved. For some reason, right now, I find this entire interview extremely pathetic, okay? I find it Extremely pathetic. That's the word. There's a point in the video where he says, my father was shot in the back when I was 2 years old, and my mother was 16 when she was pregnant of me. And for some reason, when you focus on it and you analyze it, that part really rubbed me the wrong way. I don't think he's lying at all. But for some reason, when he said that, and again, I believe him, it's really, I don't know, it really like, you'll see when you listen to it in part 19, I think. No kidding. It's really long. But it made me realize just how, I don't know, man. It made me think about human suffering, human pain, all the people suffering in this world. Like the girl had him when she was 16, so she got pregnant at what, 15? And you got to raise a kid. When I was 16, I couldn't raise a turtle, let alone a kid. I guess you mature fast, but it's not ideal. And then his dad gets shot in the back when he's 2. What kind of life can you have from now on, okay? You're born from a 16-year-old mother, presumably with very poor living conditions. Your father dies from being shot in the back. Like, that's not something that happens every day. And I think the one line that really got me feeling so down about it is when the female cop, I'm going to show you Agent Catherine Reed. She's good. She's a very good agent. That's her. She does a couple of pedos, Paul Westwood and all that. So anyway, at one point, she asked Jim Rauch, what's your age? And he says, I'm 59. And she says, you've seen a lot of life. And at this point, for some reason, I just saw how pathetic this entire story is. I mean, he still tried to commit a crime. He still committed a crime and all that. He's still an horrible person. But I just imagine his life, and for a minute, maybe not a minute, maybe like for 10 seconds, I guess I felt empathy towards him. Because you're going to see in the analysis, but I read behind all the jokes and all that. The guy's a mess. You can see that he hasn't recovered from his wife leaving him. And he said at one point, like, it took 2 years until we could be in the same room again. And I make a really bad joke about it, so I think you can know what joke, I'm not going to say anything for that. I don't want to spoil it. But now that it's done, it still pisses me off. But it makes me feel depressed. A bit like Jeremy from the Kentucky Sting. Jeremy is the guy, I'm going to show you. That guy over here, I've listened to the police interview. It's so depressing to listen to. Everything about this guy is super depressing. Like, you look at him, you say like he's a 35 or something. No, he's 27. And you can see that he's just not let himself go. Look at how he looks at you. And also he talks about thyroid cancer at one point. He told that pretty early. Like, I had carrying thyroid cancer. Being watched to make sure it didn't spread. It sucks, okay? I know what it is. I had to take a thyroid hormone pill. It sucks. And that guy's a pedo. I'm not excusing what he did, okay? But I really wonder if he didn't have thyroid cancer, would he be there? Would he be talking to kids and trying to meet them? He still did something evil, okay? But that man, he has a pretty long chat log. It's a Lauren level. Yes, he's an horrible person, but that makes me feel depressed. Okay? I feel a little bit of empathy for that man, for what he's endured. Okay? You might say, yeah, he's a pedo like everyone else. He's just a better bullshitter. Maybe. But he still battled thyroid cancer. He still suffered a lot. And I feel a bit bad for him. And you can see, like, decent sort, no, he said it was wrong. When a predator says, when they regret, like, unlike Lauren, who's never expressed regret, when a predator expressed true regret about what happened, I hate them a little bit less, I have to say this, because they're still pedos, and they could be lying. They could be lying to get a lesser sentence. Anyway, all this to say, Jeremy Todd West really depresses me, and now that I'm done with Jim Rauch, I can safely say, behind all of his grand air, his grandiosity, I don't feel really depressed, but now when he tells those stupid jokes, it doesn't piss me off as much. I'm not going to spoil it, as I said. I think I've said enough. That's what I wanted to cover. It's going to be a pretty good analysis of him. I think you're going to like it. I know you're going to like it. In fact, I can see the future. I mean, he's a disgusting perv, okay? But I'm telling you, for some reason, when he started talking about his life, and it's pretty weird, you know? Like, he just met those cops, and he's telling them his entire life story. For some reason, I didn't see a predator there. I saw a man that had a rough life and honestly wasn't given a break very often. You have to wonder if that guy had a dad and a mother that was older. I don't think he would be there. I don't think he would be. He's what I would call an occasional predator. Not you know, but then again, he could be just bullshitting and he could just be playing me. I'm not 100% sure, but he's definitely interested in little kids, but I think that it's part. I'm talking too much. I should just stop. But it's part of what happened to him in the past. I think it fucked him up real good. There's no excuse for what he did. He definitely deserved the jail sentence. But if anything, I don't hate him as much now. I mean, I wouldn't go around and have a beer with him. He's a normal person, but I can say that doing that analysis calmed me down a little bit. It soothed me. Anyway, that's it. I hope you appreciate it, and thank you. The interview, I mean.